Good morning, everyone. Well, today we're on day 3 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And our sketch artist today is Valerie Spencer. And she has your typical 12 by 12. I don't know how come I feel like I need to say that this time. She's got a big square picture over here. It looks like it might be about a 6 by 6. And she has it matted. She has journaling over here, and she's got some embellishments down here. Hers are butterflies. She has squares here turned like, so they're kind of like diamond shape. And she's got an embellishment in the end ones and a title in the middle. And so mine is going to be very much like this. And of course, you know, she doesn't have a whole lot of embellishments, so, you know, that's always up to your interpretation depending on what you're doing. So anyway, she doesn't really show a mat on hers. I think the person who made the sketches, she put an outline around all of them, which I like, because I noticed when I first clipped some out to do the start pulling kits, there was no lines, so you just had to kind of, sometimes it was like you just had the embellishments or everything on the paper and like it didn't have an outline. So and it probably just depended on how they were sent over. So anyhow, while I was looking at it, I'm thinking, okay, maybe I want a mat around it, and because lots of times I do. And so anyway, I had pulled together this kit, or actually pulled out this kit because I already had it actually as a kit. And this is American Crafts Hello Baby Boy, or Hello Little, I think it's just called Little Boy, or Hello Little Boy. And so, and I think, is this from the same collection? I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, this is, I think, from another baby collection. I'm not sure. But anyhow, I put them together. And I took the middle out of this because I thought I would use that for my little diamond shapes at the top. I just carried it out here on this paper, but it doesn't look like I really need it, so I'm probably not going to tape it on there. But if it seems too flimsy at the end, then I will. Because I am going to put maybe a lot of stuff on it. Or what seems like a lot of stuff. Okay. And so I cut off a 1/2 inch, so I'll have about 1/4 on each side. And now I keep losing my ruler. I think I keep using it for other things, and that's a problem. And I got one from my sister that I like better, and do you think I can find that now? No. Okay, and that looks straight there. And so I've got this picture of Aiden when he was little, and he's the boy twin, and they're 10 now, so this is pretty early on because his belly button looks pretty fresh there. So, and I've had this printed out for a while, and it wasn't like a regular size either. In fact, it looks like I might have printed it out on the computer. So, I don't know, because it says HP paper. Well, now it doesn't, because I already put a mat on it. So, I'm actually going to mat it 3 times. And his mom is the one who gave me all the scrapbook stuff. Actually, both my girls gave me scrapbook stuff because they're just too busy to scrapbook. And I love it. So, it gets to be my job. Yay! And so, she had given me a bunch of these little, they're a little bigger than a 6x4s, 4x6s. So, it's really nice for matting. So, I been starting to pull those out, and so I've just went and found like that periwinkle color. And then I just kind of cut them each a little bit bigger. And because sometimes I like lots of layers. Okay, and then she did have a journaling spot, which am so bad about journaling. And sometimes I have kind of an idea what I'm going to write on, and sometimes I have no idea. But anyway, what did I do with my pen? I put it away. I gotta quit putting stuff away. You know, sometimes it's good to put it away, sometimes not. Okay, so I already know what I'm gonna write on it. So, but I'm also gonna put the title at the top of this, because my other spot I'm gonna put something else where she had that. And I have these Rub-Ons, and they're from 2004, so I'm hoping that they work. They're from Deja Views, and these were called Wonderful Words. And are they called? Yeah, Color Splash Baby Boy. So they are a baby boy theme. And I was talking to my daughter. I said, which one should I use? I said I can use a Rub-On. And she goes, just use Adorable. So I'm gonna use Adorable. And I have to get a scissors out here and trim this off. And is it that thick? Or is that something underneath it? Because I think I'm just gonna, yeah, I thought so. I'm just gonna cut that one out. Now it's got a little cloud on it, and that's kind of a theme in the thing, so I think I might actually leave that little cloud on there. Now it does say Simply Adorable, but I think Simply will not even show up on that yellow. It might. I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna lay that down. Let me see if it would. Oh, it might. Maybe I'd like that too. Simply Adorable. I love that. Okay, I'm gonna take that out too. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna set those aside carefully. Did I tell you? Oh yeah, I did tell you. Sometimes I think, did I tell you who the sketch artist was? But I did. Okay, so I'm gonna be very careful with that, because you know how sometimes if you lay it down, it's just there. Okay, and I'm gonna shoot for the middle here. Put on Simply. Do I want to start down a little bit? I think I'm going to start down here a little bit more. And I'm going to kind of put it in the middle of the line, maybe. Oh, maybe I'll pull it down. Okay, I'm trying to get it in the, trying to make a plan. I guess I didn't have this planned out good enough. Okay. Okay, I think here. Oh, and I didn't get that popsicle stick out of there. Okay.
When I was outside, did you say enamel dots or embellishments?
No, I did not. Oh, maybe I did say embellishments.
Embellishments?
Yeah, probably. Because you know there's a lot of embellishing going on in here. You embellish more than anybody I know. Okay, that worked. I thought I might be actually, you know, trying to find another thing if it didn't work out because of them being 21 years old. Okay, let's see here. Okay, adorable, it goes this way. Okay, now that is gonna take up 2 spaces. And I'm gonna bring it to one side because I want that little cloud on there too. I think about right there. I like that there. Okay, now, oh, maybe I can push it over just a little bit more. Okay, I think that's good. I always love rub-ons because it just seems like it's part of the paper, but it's like they are kind of, I don't know, it's like sometimes, you know, if they don't go on just right, then it's like it's a mess. But hopefully, since Simply went on good, Adorable will also. And I'll tell you, it looks like nothing's happened, but surely it must have. Okay, let me see if I can pull that up now. Maybe. I can't get that underneath there, but you think my fingernail would go. Oh, there we go. Hope it didn't get it all. Didn't get all that. It's like just some little speckles that aren't quite off yet. And I'm concentrating so hard I can't talk. Somebody else like that? Okay, oh, it looks like I moved things. I think I gotta bring it back a little bit. There we go. Okay, I gotta put this back in its spot. Those are gonna be missing part of my A. Okay, I gotta get that there. And then I'm gonna have to line up that D again. Okay, where does that go? Right there. See how that goes. Okay, not too bad. Okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and write my message on there, and I think I'll pause to do that, and then I'll be right back. And I'm just gonna write, I love my morning stretch and massage, because that's what was going on right here. So I'll be right back. Okay, my writing leaves a little to be desired. I tried to write just printing. This turned out all right. I'm way over here to one side, and then it's like I got down here and it's like I'm just doing my own writing. So it's like I'm still just offset, but I will just put one of my embellishments right here so it's not so offset there, because that's how it's just gonna be now. Okay, so the paper that I cut out of the center of the back paper, I cut my diamond shapes out of. And so I'll be putting them here. I think I might trying to figure out how I can make a line to line them up. So maybe I can just like make a pencil mark there so that all the triangles meet. I mean, I lay it out and it's like, oh yeah, it's so easy. And then it's like, okay, but now it's like when I go to tape, then I don't want it to be like my writing where it's so offset. Okay, let's see. If I go start about a half an inch from the outside. Let's see, I know I have a pencil here someplace. Okay, so I think I'm going to start like at that half an inch mark. And hopefully I don't have my head in the way. Okay, I'm just going to do that. And then the end will be here at the 4. And if I do that over here, half an inch. And then at the 8, where does this need to be? Okay, so it looks like it needs to be at 8 1/4, and then, well, 7 3/4, and this will have to be at 4 1/4. Okay, and that should get me there in that spot. So I'm gonna make a line going this way too. Whoops. Yep, I guess so, because right here's my, I must have moved everything. Okay, I'll have to look and see if that's still the same place when I move the ruler. Okay. My friend would be saying, oh no, not the math. See, now it looks crooked in my mind, but okay, I'm gonna do this and see what it looks, how it looks like it's lined up. Oh, and it is. And it really does look like when I just line them up, or when I just put it there, I think, oh, it's really slanted. But it could be, you know, whatever I have there, it's causing that illusion there. Okay, I think that will probably be all right for the height, since I made all those marks now. Okay, so once I did this, oh, I think I'm going to erase those top lines, but I need my better eraser. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got those erased. The little eraser on here, it's like it's just been smudging it instead of erasing it. But I have some of these white erasers, so I just use that. Okay, so I had this lined all up here, and it's like, I seen these here that I had made those little like place setting tags for the food for our church. And I had these laying here and I thought, well, maybe I want these instead. And then I did this and I really like that. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna put that little edge at the top. I just really like how it looked. So it's just getting a little more, just a little more embellished. So I'm gonna do that to each of them. And it's just that, you know, a little bit of color, and I just really liked how it looked. And it's such a pretty yellow that it's like, I thought I just didn't put them away. I didn't know where to put them. So now I'm gonna use 3 of them. Okay, and I'm just winging where I'm putting it. They'll be close. Okay. I thought it kind of gives like a little bit of a quilt look. Okay, so now I'm still gonna be lining them up on the same line. Okay, one is there. One is right here. So now I just have to figure out where's that other one. I think it's right there. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to push it down too hard until I got them all on there. Just make sure I'm in the right place. Okay, it looks like that one goes there. The other one goes here, and the other side goes there. Yep, that's looking right. Okay. And this one here is going here and here. Okay, and that really is their spots. I don't know, you know, the busy pattern, it's like, it just kind of looked like, am I tilting it? So I'm glad I made the marks. Okay, now I'm gonna do this and hopefully not regret where I put anything. Huh. What happened? There was another little mark up here and I thought, that can't be it. No, now it looks right. What did I do? I must have had my finger on it wrong. Okay. That's it. Okay. Shoo! Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and put these down. Got my tape filled yesterday, so it should be good for a while. I'm just guessing where to put this. And I'm just not going to push it down hard. I kind of want to not cut off any of the heads that are close to the edge. Okay, let's see if we're... That looks straight there. This is a little bigger. Okay, I'd like this knot to cover up those little faces. Because since we got the faces right here and the face here, I would like not to cut off that part. Okay, so I've got 1.5 inches over here, almost 1.5 inches, and almost 1.5 inches there. So I'm good with that. Looks straight to me. Okay. I'm happy with that. Okay, now I have these cute embellishments that I cut from the little they're not 3x4. They're maybe like 3x2s or something. And so I'm going to put that one there. And this one here, remember he's got a giraffe in his room. So, well, not anymore, but when he was littler. Okay, and I'm going to have something dimensional here and something dimensional here. So maybe I'll make him a little dimensional. And so I've got like a triangle of dimensional parts. Okay, or dimensional embellishments, put it that way. So I'm going to put this one up on dimensionals. And I think I'm going to cut this, and where did I have my scissors last? Guess I'm going to use these because I think I have them in the living room because I was cutting stuff out. Actually, I was cutting out these, so you think I would have brought that back too, but maybe not. Sometimes I have a tray with things that need to be cut out because like every time I buy the Mente, I've got stuff to cut out. Okay, and I need something that might still be too wide, so I'm going to cut that. the legs aren't too big, so I can still get something, or not too small, so I can still get something there. Okay, I think that should be good. I might just glue his tail down so it doesn't catch on anything. I think that should be good. Okay, and then I've got this little elephant, and I'm going to put that one over here. So I think I can put those down now. And I'll tell you, I played musical chairs with these things, trying to decide. When I put these two together, I thought, oh, it's too much brown stuff. But then when I put this in the middle, it was like too much blue stuff, even though this is more like a purpley gray. But it's like, but then I decided the brown was too much, or too brown by itself, or it needed to be in the middle and divided by the other colors. Or the brown needed to divide the other colors. Yeah, that's what I mean. So now these were the only ones that I had made kits. Well, the first three I made kits for. The tomorrow's I don't have a kit made for. I don't even have the picture out for it, so I'm gonna have to figure, or have no idea what I'm doing for tomorrow. It's nice having some done ahead though, even if I don't get them all done ahead. You know, some of the page kits. Okay, so I'm gonna put him in the middle, and I'm just gonna go ahead and glue his tail down so I don't lose his tail. Even though I want the rest of his body to be dimensional. Okay. I just think these little animals are so cute. And they're by Asuka, I think is how you pronounce it. Such cute. They always have such cute embellishments. This is one of my favorites. Okay, I'm gonna put that one kind of up there in the center. Okay, and then I'd cut out this little flower. I think it was actually on maybe the giraffe. So I'm going to put that over here. I think it looks like it goes like this. Now Valerie, she had, you know, butterflies down here, but I'm just gonna have some baby things. Oh, where I messed up on my writing here, I have this little, it's like a little, it's a tiny button, but it's in the shape of a triangle. And I think I'm just gonna put that there, and I might even put another one if I feel like it's just not quite enough. But I'll see. And it's tiny. I think this glue will hold it. Okay. And then I have this little outfit. Looks like a little baby overalls and a t-shirt. And I'm gonna actually use that. Now where's that little bag I brought out? Oh, here it is. Okay. So, you know, it's like when you cut a button, how that one piece will go flying off. Okay, if you put it in a bag, this is my tip of the day. If you put it in a bag, and then use your wire cutters. It still flew out of the bag. That happened to me the last time I did that. Oh, at least I see it. I'm gonna get it. I did that the last time too. It's like I went through all the bother of getting a bag, and I still did the same thing. So I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm doing wrong in that. Doing that. Okay, and so I'm gonna put this little little tiny overall outfit over here, and this one I am gonna put on with these 6,000 just because it's bigger. It'll just be faster. And boy. Okay, what was left of that shank was still quite big, so I actually just paused and went and dremelled it because I make jewelry. I have a Dremel plugged in all the time. So that took care of it. Okay, I've got this little tag that was in the little kit that I made. And boy, I'm really missing my little scissors that are by me. And this little tag, it looks like it maybe was punched out of something. This is probably 25 years old. But it's cute and it matches, so I'm gonna use it. And I'm gonna put some dimensionals on this too. It's funny because sometimes I think, oh, I don't even know what I'm using for embellishments. And it's a little harder with boys. I mean, you can throw a lot of flowers on girls' layouts. Okay, I've got this little piece that I cut off. I think it was the little elephant. And it just says, hello, baby. So I'm going to put that on here, too. If I can pick it up without getting glued to it. And I think I'm going to put it I'm going to put it at the same angle so it looks like it's at the bottom of the circle, but I'm going to actually put it sideways. Okay, and then I have this ribbon, this crinkle ribbon. I love these crinkly, they're like seam binding ribbons. I just think they're so cute. I love how crinkly they look. So I'm going to use a piece of this, but I don't want it too big, but just big enough. And I think I'm going to fishtail the end. So if I can do that at the same, I'm kind of trying to be frugal with it, not use more than what I need because I love it, and I've used up almost all my crinkly ribbon. Okay, so I'm gonna fishtail both ends. Sometimes I don't know if I'm cutting it in the right direction, but have to get it going the right way to get it cut right. Okay, I think I can do it from here. Maybe not. Cut myself in the meanwhile. Okay, so that's good. It's kind of hard to tell when it's all crinkly. I had another, I had another color that was close to the periwinkle, but then everything was too blendy. That's a new word. It just, too much the same colors. Okay, and I might have cut it too small. Let's see if I can do it. I need one more hand, and I've got too many fingers in the mix, I think. Let's see if I can pull it through here with the tweezers. I guess I should have tied it through before I cut it. There we go. That's better. Except for I still don't have much ribbon over here. You can't even see my fishtail that I was so worried about cutting. Okay, I'm just going to try to work it out a bit. Okay. Yeah, because I don't want it too big. Just because it's going to be here, I don't want to cover them up. Well, now I've really beat up this end. Well, maybe that's the look I'm gonna be going for now. A little beat up end. Okay. I mean, you can't tell because it's that wrinkly look anyway. Okay. I'm good with that. I think that's cute. Okay. And then I have these little tiny safety pins, and back in the day, all diapers were put on with safety pins. And so, and these ones were cute. I don't even remember where I got them, but they're all different colors and like baby colors on the head part. And I thought that was so cute. So I don't know if I've ever used one, but I went and pulled out, I've got this one tin that's got a few baby things in it. I thought I'm gonna go get something from there. And then I found these and it was like, how exciting. Something I haven't used. It's like I have to use the things that I have in there. Okay, so I think that's good. I mean, and it's even that color, that dark periwinkle color. Okay, and I'm just gonna put this here. Okay, I think that's super cute, super cute. Okay, and I've got this is a little gray. It's kind of a bluish gray button, and I'm gonna put that on here too. I think I'm going to turn it the same way as the word is, so everything is straight on the embellishment, but it's tilted. I think that makes sense. Okay, the other places I do have two more of these little teeny weeny buttons, and I had these in the kit, and it's like, you know, it's nice making a kit because when you're not so busy, you can put things in there that you'll be thrilled to find later. It's like, oh, I have these, how fun. I mean, that's what I feel like. Because it's like, you know, a lot of times when I'm pulling things out, it's like, oh, I need more, you know, I need more of something. And this way, if you do them up ahead, you can maybe get some things out that you didn't even know you were gonna use. Okay, so speaking of that, I had this in there. It's a ruler on one side and alphabet on the other. And I almost forgot this, but I'm gonna put this at the bottom. It's not in her design, but it's part of my goal to use things up that I have. So, and it would be cute either way. I mean, it's cute as a ruler. I mean, I almost want to use it that way. So what to do, the alphabet or the ruler? I mean, at this point, he does not know the alphabet, but I'm sure he's getting measured a lot, so maybe I want that. I think I'm going to use a ruler because that's unexpected to me. It's my unexpected, I didn't know I was going to do it. Actually, I had a lot of those on here, I think, this time. Okay, and that looks like it's straight. I keep losing my ruler. I'm just laid something on top of it. And, no, can't find it. Oh, here it is. I've laid tools, actual tools on it. Okay, it's almost straight. Okay, I love that. I love it. And you know, it's kind of another brown thing, even though this is more of a golden brown. But I love that. Okay, and then I pulled out gray enamel dots because of the elephant, and it's almost like a lighter shade of the things that are on here. So I'm going to use that. And I'm just going to kind of put some here and there. Maybe down on the ruler. And one above the ruler. Okay. And let's see, we got this little overall set. I think I'll just stick one in this area because right now we got an even number and this will make it odd. And do I want to put a big one in this just to have more in this spot? I think I'm going to do that. Kind of to make it look even there. Just still trying to fix it. Okay, and I'm going to put some up here in these little triangles. Maybe I'll put a big one with this guy because I have the little buttons that are smaller. And I'm just going to kind of spread them apart in different places. You know, sometimes I can't get them on my fingernails, and my fingernails really need to be cut. I don't know. The other day, my daughter says, "Oh, I want my fingernails painted." And so I was going to paint hers when she got here, and she's like, "Oh, it's too late." And by then I was all going to do mine, and it's like, oh, I should have cut them because now I can hardly function. So I'm just going to have to do that. Okay, I think that's it. I love this. It was so fun getting to use things that, you know, have been in my stash for so long that I haven't looked at. I'm really excited about doing that. And this was a super fun one. I can't wait to see what other people did because to me it's like, you know, I didn't know what I was going to put on them. I thought, oh, it'd be a really great boy design because it's got the diamond shape, because I just have a hard time doing boy designs. And then when I did this, I thought, oh, it's a baby design. And I know that everybody looks at it and just thinks, oh, I have this picture and it's this design, you know. So if you're scrapbooking along with 30 Days of Sketches and you've done this one, what was it for you? So answer me that, because it is fun to know. And remember, down below I will have a link to everybody who's got the still shots, and then there'll be a link to everybody who's making the videos. So go check those out. I hope you're playing, and if you haven't played, I would suggest you do, because it's like I do the same things over and over and over again, the same designs. And this has really got me, you know, out of my comfort zones. It's like doing things that I don't normally do, and they always end up being my favorites. So I hope you'll try it. And I mean, if you get a chance to build them some kits up ahead, that makes it so easy. And part of the, you know, the fun is trying to do one every day, because I didn't even know I could do a video every day until I did the first time I did 30 Days of Sketches. So have a wonderful and blessed day. I'll have close-ups at the end, and let me know if you're playing along and what you did for today. So have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye.